Don't look under the internet.
Damn.
I did it. Damn, that was pretty on sync, bro. Sync. It's what's for dinner.
Okay. I don't know if my stomach has the capacity for that.
It's what's for
It's
dinner.
what's for dinner. All right. Now we're good.
We're here. We're good. We're without Doug, but that's okay.
Hello.
Asshole.
Okay, we gotta
We're here. We're good, and we got wood.
do the acapella thing.
We got. Oh, okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, you guys
I have to
suck
keep.
at being
Okay,
an
do
acapella
good. Okay,
group.
roll us back in. Roll us back in. Come on.
Hello.
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 Fuck you.
Welcome to Don't Look Under the
Yeah,
Internet.
you guys cut out like immediately.
Okay.
So I don't know. What
Here's for hoping for the best.
I can never win. Hello everyone. Welcome to Don't Look Under the Internet, the show where
You.
that's Matt.
I am just as confused as you are.
That's Jason.
I guess.
I'm Mike, and once again, Doug is not here because his ass moved to Florida, so he's gonna be away. He might be back next week. I don't really know.
He's in Florida Man training camp.
He's currently having sex with an alligator. So
Well, hanging from
Yeah.
a light pole. Shitting
yeah,
on
he's
cars.
he's really like going full ass Florida man.
His ass is
Um,
full.
I did not at all get prepared for housekeeping. So I'm gonna do that real quick while you guys distract.
Keep the house. We got a donation from somebody that was just a YouTube link, but I didn't go to the link, so I don't know. What it
I'm
was.
not gonna either because that
gotta-
sounds scary.
Oh, yeah. I don't like donations that come with
No
rabbit
internet
holes.
connection. My asshole.
Man, this is just going great.
Mine
Oh,
has 5G.
Dude, you know what's awesome?
What?
We got no new members, so we're good. Dude, housekeeping.
Who gave us a $1 donation?
Who gave us a
though?
$1 donation, though? That's a fantastic question. I can tell you that much right now. It was Bilal. And it says
Bilal.
Milk Pig Guys. I really don't want to
Milk
click on
Pig
that link
Guys?
now. Milk Pink.
Do it.
Milk Pig Guys.
Click it.
Bilal.
Is that
Oh.
that? I don't know how you actually pronounce his name.
Bayou?
I think he twitters us a lot.
Oh, yes. Yes, they do.
Hmm.
I'm going to butcher your name again. Bilal. Thank you for the $1 donation and the link I'm not going
this
to
is
click on.
this is the guy on Twitter that sends us videos of him watching us.
Oh, well, then that explains a lot.
Well, now we
then.
need to start watching those videos.
Let's send him videos of us watching
watching-
his videos, of him watching our videos.
See how many rabbit holes we can make
Exactly.
in one go.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be pretty great. And then what we have to do is we have to have like a monitor with Matt behind it, so it's Matt on a video watching us on a video watching his
Within the
videos.
video.
Yeah, of them watching our
Just
videos.
make a circle.
An
All these
Ouroboros of
squares.
Diluti.
Yeah.
A Diluti Ouroboros. I guess that concludes housekeeping. I didn't even do a fucking
Clap
thing.
above. You didn't
but-
do the clap above your head.
Clap above your
Clap above your head. Clap below your.
What we have, because Dunkledore decided he didn't want to be on this week, but maybe next week, I decided I liked the weird website one that we did last time.
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks ago.
Where,
And then last week we did it.
I didn't listen to that, but I'll take
Yeah.
your word for it that it was good.
Coincidentally, we've done a lot where it's just weird websites that we've stumbled across, and I think I enjoy those kind of episodes the most. And
they are
this
becoming
one
a favorite.
was a sweet, sweet treat for me because I gave the boys the websites for them to look into.
We don't have to describe it like that, but
And there's no porn, surprisingly. At least
I'm
not
sure
that I'm aware of.
somebody masturbates to
There
some of the
is
things.
There's links to porn. On
Yes,
mine,
but not being shown.
No, not being shown through this.
you have to follow the links.
Yeah.
Yes,
so.
We'll provide those. Don't worry about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So we're doing more weird ass websites that we found.
Hell yeah. Do we know or care who is divulging their? Actually,
You are. You brought it up.
I was gonna say, since you have maybe some tidbits, you can ease us in with one of your little morsels?
Oh, I guess
Show us how it's
that's
done.
true.
Michael.
So I have two that I want to talk about, mostly because the one I originally want to talk about went into no area, and I had to nope the fuck out. So I'm not going to talk about it.
Nope, don't ask.
I'm not even going to bring up the name of it. Instead, I have two things here. One that I want to talk about called Hosanna1.com. Now, Hosanna. Now, at first glance, what Hosanna1.com looks like, and that's, I'll spell it out for you so you can find it yourselves. HOSANA, the letter one, or the number
only
1.com.
Only one N?
Yes.
Okay.
Hosanna1.com. And when you originally click on this website, it looks like a site made in like 2002. It's got the fucking Microsoft Word like fucking fonts galore.
Yeah.
It's got images of Afghan hounds all over the place. Are you having a problem finding it?
Yeah, it's just not loading. It just won't do it.
Maybe it's with an A. Maybe I spelled it wrong.
Either way, continue, my guy.
H-A-S-A-N-A. Try that. Anyway, or maybe it might be down. I think it actually might be down now that I think about it, but try it anyway. Because everything I was looking up was kind of in the Wayback Machine. But anyway.
Oh, that's probably why.
Yeah. But, so, there's images of, like, Afghan hounds and everything. And at first, it seems like this person is a breeder for Afghan hounds, specifically, like, award-winning Afghan hounds. It talks about the story of like the history of Afghan hounds. It talks about the breed. There's links to a YouTube channel that looks like it's ran by this older lady, and on it are just a bunch of like Afghan hound theme like videos, like home videos where it's training the hound. There's like
did you learn anything useful?
Not really, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But there's like training them. There's like competitions that are recorded and put on there for these Afghan hounds. It just seems like someone who's very passionate about these type of dogs.
Okay.
As time went on, there was a blog that's on there, and as time went on, this blog became less and less about the Afghan hound, and more about how this person is a pretty goddamn staunch Republican.
Oh no!
And
okay.
So it went from this person talking about dogs to being like, Twitter can go fuck itself. If Twitter's not good enough for my president, then it's not good enough for me. I'm going to stay away from Twitter. I'm going to stay away from Facebook. I'm going to stay away from Google. I'm going to use DuckDuckGo.
I want to know what this guy's opinions are.
Well, it's a lady. It's an old lady. And they probably haven't
what
changed.
This lady's opinions are.
One of two things. One, haven't changed. Two, dead. It's the only thing I could think of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
The website has not changed over time. But the only thing that has changed is the right-wing rhetoric that keeps going on there. She'll mention things about immigration on there now. She'll mention things about the Democrats stealing the votes. She talks about how the Republican Party is the party of the people. Just all your typical fucking shenanigans that you get from that party. Not saying anything if you're a Republican listening, but if you are, you probably should change that mindset. And I don't know what to tell you, man.
Not offering advice or tossing my hat in the ring in any way, shape, or form.
Not even beating around the bush. Just
go fuck yourself, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
If you vote Big Red, fuck you.
No, but in real life, whatever. I don't fucking care. But whatever your political affiliation is, I don't give a shit. Because at the end of the day, I don't talk to you people. I talk to my friends.
Of which he has none.
Of which I have none. But where is that going?
You went on a Republican rant.
Yeah, I do that often. But so there's like a contact page where they don't really contact you back, but you used to be able to email this person. But there is a blank page that shows one little thing, and it shows that they won the greatest website award. And it's just a little sprite with an Afghan hound on it.
Who
that just
awards
says greatest
that?
website award. I think they made it up themselves because it doesn't like click out.
Well, there's got to be a whole
anything.
association involved with this. There's got to be a set of bylaws. Like, I need a review
Not
process,
if you can
Mike.
just make this yourself. It's like going to the store and just picking.
Oh,
up
so
one of
they're
those plastic.
lying. Well, that doesn't happen. Why is it on the internet?
You're right. You're not supposed to lie on the internet. It's illegal, punishable
If it's
by
on the
law.
internet, it's true.
But yeah, all in all, it went from this cute thing, this cute 2001 website about Afghan hounds to just a deep hole into the right wing political party.
Deep right hole.
Deep right hole. And I'm going to end it on that because it's just that's all.
That's
it's
where
just
we end.
rants and rants about Republican things. That's all that really turned into. But
From dogs to Republicans.
yes, my next website that I kind of want to dabble on a little bit.
Did you want to do that now or bookend ours?
I guess I'll bookend. That makes sense.
Not to tell you how to do your job.
No, you are, but that's okay.
I am.
Yeah. No,
Just
I'll
a
bookend.
suggestion. I feel
Go ahead
like
and-
as somebody who's brought all of this into our lives, you should be the one to take us out of it.
You're right. Go ahead.
Just
I'll
saying.
I'll let you go next.
You want me to go next?
I enjoyed yours a lot.
Are we
bookend.
fucking ready for mine? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Is yours good? Like, is there a lot to
Oh, see, you asked
Is
two
it-
different questions there.
it? Okay, is it weird? Is
Oh,
it
it's fucking
memorable?
weird, and I will never forget this site as long as I live.
Okay, then I should do mine.
Okay, go ahead. not to
So-
dampen the mood, everybody, but
Does yours not
it's not
suck?
bad, but
Oh, mine does. This is pretty much what you
So-
said to me.
so you can skip. Everybody who's listening to this can skip forward about 15 minutes. So Mike sent me Zog.com.
Maybe you know it.
what?
and Zog.com. So you go to Zog. If you type in Zog.com, you are greeted with another very late 90s, early 2000s looking webpage, and it just says "Welcome to Planet Zog," and you get blue shapes
Yep.
and like a planet
There's a
shape,
Matrix dude.
and then there's a Matrix dude for sure. There's a 3D model of Einstein.
Oh, you don't have
and
to
then
show
what
me.
I-
I'm
Oh,
aware.
you know.
What I think is like some cats or something at the bottom. I'm really not sure.
Yeah, I don't know what
but
that is.
if you click anywhere on this, it will take you to a few different sections. So there's a writing section. There is a gallery, like a digital art gallery section.
Oh,
There's
God.
a personal section, and then there's just photos. And so
Is this what digital art used to be?
Digital style.
yeah, man.
Oh my God. Eek.
The pictures are so fucking small.
They're so
too.
itty-bitty.
Like, and it's also in like a flash media
Yeah.
gallery. But anyway, we'll go through the fucking photo gallery
Oh,
first. So there are
Sorry, just so you can see that. Yeah, that's what Hosanna 1 looked like. It was two ends. Sorry.
It is. So with two ends, the only thing I was going to add is that
HOSANNA1.com.
pretty sure that's like the Jewish word for God, or one of them, or referring to
I don't know,
God.
but yeah, that's kind of. It looked like this, but it was just
Click
fucking
here for
wild.
puppies.
Yeah, it was
Anyway.
wild shit. Anyway, continue.
So there's a digital art gallery and there's a photo gallery. The photo gallery doesn't work anymore because it requires Flash Player, so that's super fucking cool. But if you go to there's supposed to be pictures from 1995 all the way to 2005.
Supposed to be, yeah.
But the digital art gallery is really where it's at. There's, and I'm not sure how any of this shit was actually made, but
Oh,
there's like CD covers in here. There's a photo of
holy shit! It breaks down how they
this
made them.
guy's friend.
Tracy, what are you doing here?
Like it says how they were made, but it doesn't really say like with them.
Right. It's
So, but
I
yeah,
did this with
there
things
are
in mind. What?
there are steps in here to how some of these are made, but it's just like random fucking digital art. It's the most 1999 thing you've ever
Oh,
seen
yeah.
in your entire life. Is what I'm
This
gonna
is
say.
the loading screen for the AOL, and like you get 100 free hours of internet. Like that's what this is what you saw as that was telling you that.
Yeah. Or like the box art that was on graphics cards.
Oh yes, yes. Oh my God, yes.
Look how advanced we are. It's
Right.
just Microsoft.
Right.
It's like a pixelation
They put-
filter. Like
Well, some of them had like dope ass looking like big titty girls on them, and then you were like, "What is this game? I want to play this game."
what's a Dragon Age?
And then nothing like that existed. There's also, like I mentioned, there's also writing. So there's some nonfiction writing. And the only thing in the nonfiction writing section is a post from 1996 called Postulated Mechanisms of LSD.
What?
Yeah.
What?
It's super fucking long. I'm not gonna go through it, but this dives into like modern physics, research on the actual mechanisms of LSD, how it binds to your neurons and shit. I don't understand it, and I
Maybe
didn't
they're
really
on
care that
LSD
much.
when they made all this imagery.
Well, yeah, that's what I imagine.
That
That's
would
why
make a lot of
nonfiction is
sense.
first, because that comes before creative writing, which is slightly longer. We have a few different writings in here. The first one is Red Gauze. The second one is Smurfs and the Quest for Racial Unity.
Hell yeah.
Apocalypse When and Green Jelly.
Did you look more into both Green Jelly and the Smurfs one?
No. I
Oh,
didn't.
there's quite a. If I remember correctly, there's quite a bit in the Smurfs one. I might be.
Of course
remembering
you.
wrong,
Of
but-
course. No, I'm sure you're not.
I mean, it's really only like 2 paragraphs long. When you say looked into it, do you mean read it or like?
maybe I don't remember which one it was. One of those stories, I think. Not stories. I think one of those pages have like a decent amount of stuff in them. I don't remember which one though. It's been a minute. It's been like 2 weeks since I looked into this website, so I don't recall fully.
The last one is fairly
Maybe
long.
the Green Jelly one.
No, there's a section called Enlightenment, and there's a chapter 2.
Oh, forget I said anything.
That one is,
Mike.
but that one is labeled work in progress. I'm gonna read Smurfs and the Quest for Racial Unity.
It's quite a good read.
Yeah. Cranberry orange stains cover her nipples, making them stand out like the bleeding eyes of Christ on those crucifixes that taxicab drivers keep hanging on their rearview mirrors. The posed figure balances precariously on one foot, with the other arched gracefully into the air behind her with a gesture worthy of the ballerina's grace. A bead of sweat rolls down her navel. The ground beneath her sinks, and she is carried away rather rapidly into a nightmare not of anyone's creation. Lost school children ran around in a panic looking for their bus drivers. The lions and lambs slept together. We were what we ate, and a Smurf is 2 to 3 apples high, according to the TV show. You know, it would really suck to be stepped on by someone 50 feet tall. I mean, think how helpless you would feel, running through trees which to him must seem like Brussels sprouts. Like you could outrun him. Squash, man. That's how you would be. Squash.
Yeah, that's a.
Like
that's a.
Yeah.
That's a way to write that.
SQUASHED. Like I need to spell it out. Now that isn't cool. I don't see the humor in that. And that is a show for kids. Little kids watch that show. Now what the fuck is up with our country when we have our kids watching TV shows that say it's okay to have blue skin? It's okay to be different. The color of skin doesn't matter. My white KKK ass, it doesn't matter. Like
This was about Smurfs.
like we need that filth on TV. They're all probably fucking a word I'm not going to say
nope.
too. Only one woman to the whole bunch. Sure, she's a looker. Sure, I
she's
had
a
a few
looker.
erotic dreams about Smurfette when I was a child.
Haven't we all?
Haven't we all? But that one broad can't possibly service the needs of 99 other able-bodied men.
I don't like the word service, the needs.
Yeah, well, it gets worse
Oh,
than
it
that.
gets
after
way
that.
worse after this.
Yeah, I'm going to skip this entire sentence here.
Yeah.
99 dicks, even if they are a little blue and should be enough. No, I bet those Smurfs play Anal Ranger in between episodes. Looney Tunes. Now there's quality programming. I like those ones with the Indian that they always made fun of. And then I'm not going to read the last sentence either.
What in the fuck? Why is everything like
Yeah.
Smurfs and the Quest for Racial
secretly
Unity.
Nazi? Why is this all secretly Nazis or secretly racist? I
The
guess
stinky-
is just the.
Is yours?
Well, you would think, Jason, that if you were to write such things and put them on the
Yeah.
internet, that you wouldn't want that right next to personally identifying information about you, correct?
Yeah, I would not want that.
Well, that's exactly what this man did. Because if you go back to the front page
Holy shit!
and click on the face, you get personal.
Yep.
And the third
About
link,
me.
the second link there is about me,
Come
and the
visit
third
me.
link is this man's resume.
Who am I? I am Spitting Kitty. What?
Yeah.
He's spitting
So
kitty.
apparently, this website is a personal website from someone named Ian Darke, Darke, formerly Ian Liked.
Clever.
It says, well, I don't know if it's maybe it is pronounced light. I guess that would
Licht.
make sense.
Light.
Licht?
I mean, it would
Light.
because that's his
Maybe it is
pseudonym.
light.
If he goes
Says-
from dark and light.
When I'm married, I'm just gonna say wife's name.
I didn't put that together until just right now.
Oh,
The
to be
dark and
perfectly
light thing?
honest. Yeah,
that would. Oh,
because that wasn't how I was pronouncing that in my head, but now it makes sense.
See?
what
That's
is-
why
what
we're
is
here
this?
together today.
Yeah, it is why we're gathered here today. But anyway, the About Me page starts off in an even more deranged manner. There's a photo of this guy. It says, I am spitting kitty. Foot. I am angry bear. Grr. I am large watermelon. Seed stuck in your nose. Zerm. I am small biting spider in your underwear. Yub, yub, yub. I am shameless plagiarizer, chuckling you with others' words. What am I? A 30-something-year-old cyberpunk geek who has read too much Tom Robbins for his own good. It goes on to explain more about him, what he's into. He's into fucking around with his Xbox. He plays with computers. He's obsessed with computers. His resume, if you look back through this, I mean, he's got a very impressive resume. Which is all kind of surprising. But he has an engineering degree from Harvey Mudd College.
Is that real?
In Claremont, California. I assume so because when you actually go to Zog.com, it redirects to cs.hmc.edu, which is the Harvey Mudd College.
it's a real
domain.
thing.
So
At least on
this
face
is
value.
hosted. This is hosted on a Harvey Mudd
Don't
College
let them know.
server somewhere.
And
I
it's still
assume.
active.
That's what I don't understand. Well, I'll get more into that later. But anyway, this guy's resume he's got a master's in bioengineering. I mean, he's a smart dude. He's got a very long history of being a web developer, working in IT. And the last time that this was updated was in 2006, and he was working as the director of information technology, and it just says entertainment industry, Los Angeles, California, which makes me kind of wonder if he's not the the director of information technology of like a porn studio or something.
That's how
don't
I would
know.
advertise that.
Yeah, I'm thinking that might be what's going on here. That checks out because if you go to his favorite links section, there's art. There's music. There's San Diego stuff because he used to live in San Diego. There's useful, but if you go down to the MISC section, the first one is Goth Babe of the Week.
Oh, yeah. Now he's speaking my language.
Right. There is a nude video teleconferencing on your PC link.
What the fuck?
And a hypertext list of things people have put in their butts.
How big is the
see
link?
that's useful
How big is
for
this list?
reference.
Yeah. It also
Christina Ricci
says
must
somewhere
worship. I agree.
on here. It also says somewhere on here, and I don't know what page it's on, that if you want to learn more about what he's into, you can go to his alt.sex. You can find him on alt.sex, which is a Usenet, I guess an old Usenet group that was for fetish content.
Yeah, I don't want to click on any of these links.
No, you should.
Yeah. The Goth Check of the Week thing takes you to like gothic.net or something, which is
Okay.
I had no idea it was still up.
We're all learning today.
There's the last
Yeah.
one is like it's piquing my interest because it says enter at your own risk, but it's called the www black hole. And well, you know what? This is on its way out, right?
Yeah, click it. See what happens.
Okey-doke.
Yeah. fuck
Oh, it's nothing cool.
it. Yeah. A lot
this
of these
is
are
fucking
broken,
stupid.
or they don't go where they used to. I clicked on a few of them and decided it wasn't worth it anymore. Anyway,
Oh yeah, I don't want to deal with this.
I looked more into who this guy is. So it does say on his About Me page that he used to be Ian Light, I guess, and he got married and they changed their name to Dark.
Yep.
So edgy.
And I figured out that he still goes by Ian Dark. I was able to find him on Facebook. I doxed him a little bit, but I feel like if you put this degree of information about yourself on the internet, you're asking for it a little
Dox
Yeah,
bit.
yourself.
don't put your resume on the same website
Right.
as this weird Smurf unirace thing.
Racist Smurf rant.
Yeah. He seems to still be doing well. He has a kid now.
Oh, that's good.
Let's
ruin his
He's in his
life.
50s now. He seems like he's fine. I did figure out that his website was created in 1997. I don't know why. I don't know why it's still hosted.
I don't know how they
on
haven't
the Harvey
caught
Mudd
it.
College servers.
Weird.
Well, I mean, it's a university. They probably wouldn't give a shit anyway, but I don't know why they're still bothering to host it. That's the background I want to know here is why is that website still up? Does he? I assume he still knows that it's up because the website is still the domain name is still registered through 2028, and it was renewed in like 22.
Oh,
So
maybe he just likes the idea of like
obvious
being a part of the internet.
Yeah, I guess he just likes being this internet cryptid.
Yeah,
is my
that's
guess.
that's a really good term for like these fucking strange once in a like you see this one time every million. It's like this dude who just wants to hold on to like this is I'm on the internet. Barely, my guy.
And
Yeah.
I'll stay here.
But through everything that I was able to find, it seems like this guy is he's just a normal dude who might work in the porn industry.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I have absolutely no basis for that other than
The
I
vibe.
wasn't able to find his current employer, and it's listed on his resume from 2006 as entertainment
Yeah,
Oh,
industry.
yep, that'll do it. He's
Yeah.
definitely in porn. I mean, good for you, man. If porn's paying your bills and you have a kid through porn,
you have a
good
website?
job.
Well, I don't think he's doing porn. I think he's working IT in porn.
God.
It's paying for a website. I don't know.
What is IT for porn? What do you think he does?
Well, like if the camera doesn't sync up correctly, he's got to go in there and like figure out why the connection doesn't work.
Oh, here's your problem.
I mean, they
There's
have
cum
to-
on the lens.
So, there's studios that edit that stuff. They got to render
Yeah.
stuff. They got to store stuff. You know,
Porn needs
there's
IT.
A lot of footage. They got to.
Porn probably needs IT.
They need IT just as much as any movie.
Honestly,
studio.
probably more.
That's true. That's
There's
very
a lot
fair,
of fucking.
man.
If there's one thing Silicon Valley, the show, has taught me anything, it's there's a fuckload of porn out there,
That's very.
and it
valid.
all needs to
Yeah.
be saved somewhere.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, if your primary distribution, if you're a large studio and your primary money-making mechanism and distribution method is the internet, you probably need.
can you imagine like you work IT, like you work on the, like you work on the engineering team for like Pornhub or something, and you get a call from like someone at Pornhub, like, hey man, something's going on with our website. Oh, okay, let me go on real quick. Pornhub.com. Cool. Okay, so what seems to be going on? Yeah, if you click on big titty white women, blonde, fucked by large cock, the search results don't come up like they're supposed to. Oh, okay, yeah, let me find that. Like, that's your life. Your life is, hey, the search results on Pornhub.com didn't show up. Can you make sure the videos populate? Yeah, sure. What are the filters you're using? The filters on the back end. I see fat cock. I see cum guzzle. I see like
Those
oh no,
conversations-
that's not supposed to be in the. That's
Oh,
not
get
supposed
rid
to
of
be in
that
the
one.
field. Yeah, that's not. You're looking at the wrong map.
There's barely
You're
any
mapping it
cum
wrong.
guzzling
That's not in the
here.
right field. You need to look towards this. Oh, okay, sorry. You need to look towards fucking big cock, not fat cock. My bad. Like,
Anal gaping, not so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, fat and cock are supposed to be separate filters.
Yeah.
You're combining.
oh, I see what
That's the
happened.
issue.
It was fat comma space cock. It should be fat comma cock. My mistake. Let me-
Right. Yeah. I want fat guys with cocks, not guys with fat
Right.
cocks.
You gotta differentiate
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't do space in the back end. You don't do that. It fucks with everything.
Well, speaking of cocks,
That doesn't fit here.
do we want to
I
talk
guess it
about
doesn't
a page that's all about meat?
You want to talk about some other meat?
You want to talk about some other meat? Because I have a whole website
Real
full
quick
of other
before we
meat.
do that,
Oh yeah, go ahead.
how would you rate your website? Zero.
How would I
0
rate
out
my
of 5
website?
on
I
the
mean,
interest scale.
it is just a personal website from the 90s, but as far as personal websites from the 90s go, I would say that this is a fairly solid one. I'd give it like a 7, probably
Wow,
7.
7 out of half out of 10, not bad. Wow. Even with all the racist stuff. Wow, very cool of you.
Well, I mean,
Very cool of Matt. You heard it here first, everybody. Honestly, it
likes
wasn't
racist
even like.
Smurfs.
I mean that adds to it. It's
the-
the fact that is posted next to this man's resume that really brings up the intrigue.
Oh yeah, I agree. It brings it all together. It really shows that people, I feel, didn't really understand the internet too much back in the 90s, and
Yeah,
they were just like, I could
well,
post
I don't
whatever
think it was
here.
appreciated. Yeah, I don't think it was appreciated that there was gonna come a time when everybody was gonna be googling people.
Yeah, I don't
Oh
think
yeah,
this guy
he fact
thought.
checked everything.
I don't think this guy thought this website would ever be found, and here we are, fucking like 25 years
Or
later.
at least not by somebody whose opinion mattered.
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess.
And
I do kind of wonder how it's been going for this guy that he's lived most of his adult life
I wonder if his friends know about this.
with a website, with his face on a website out there next to his alt.
do you think he wakes up like in a
Profile.
cold sweat every morning? Like, this is the one. This is where I get caught. do you think he enjoys that? Like, he loves the fucking
The thrill,
the thrill of maybe getting caught one day.
being a secret racist, secret Smurf racist.
I have to imagine. I have to imagine that anybody who knows this man very well is aware of this website.
He's probably shown it to some people.
Or they found it on their own.
If you Google Ian Dark, you get an English football and boxing commentator, but I think
Oh, look, porn.
maybe not. Maybe this isn't as far up into the. No, it's still on the first page. If you put his name in Los Angeles it's still on this site. Is on the
gotcha.
first page, so.
We got him, boys. We got him. Well.
And the link takes you to his About Me,
good.
which has a picture of his face on it, about in center. Or
So he's so
whatever.
Thank you for this, Ian. I hope we didn't ruin your life. All right, yeah. You said you have some other type of meat you want to talk about,
I
right?
do.
Okay.
It's a pungent type of meat. It really sticks in the nose hairs. So Mike assigned us these sites this week, and I got stinkymeat.net, and it's I thought I knew what I was about to embark on.
You never do when it's me.
I'm learning that very clearly. So you go to the site, and you see that this is the Stinky Meat Project homepage, with a picture of a man with his head on a plate that says, "Yes, it is I, Malin," and I'm not going to say the last name even though it's there, scientist. Now you get a couple of different links, and one of them says Stinky Meat Project 1, Stinky Meat Project 2, and what is Stinky Meat? I think it's that. What is Stinky Meat is probably a safe place to start, right?
Yeah, I would say so. It gives you a little overview of what's going on here.
So it catches you up to speed into about what you're about to look at, the story you're about to hear, I guess, if you want to treat it that way. So the Stinky Meat Project, this is what happened in the summer of 2000 when I took 3 kinds of meat, 19 days, and 1 million maggots and stuck them in the yard of my unwitting neighbor. Of course, the neighbor eventually found the meat in his yard. Fortunately, I wasn't arrested, so I was free to do it all over again the following summer. Like, the site answers burning scientific questions such as, where do maggots come from? What's that smell? How long can a plate of a plate of rotting meat sit in a neighbor's yard without him noticing and calling the police? I know, I have too much time on my hands. I always complain about not having enough time, yet I continue to do this dumb crap like this. Go figure. And then it gives a bunch of stuff. There's some poetry you can read that has nothing to do with any of this. You can send this person mail. It is beautiful. You can send this person mail directly. You can hear what people have to say about this project through the testimonials. And then there's a link that says, cover yourself in meat. And it's for the Stinky Meat shirt.
I'm kind of already covered in.
Same.
Aren't we all just?
You want to be covered in more?
Just a meat puppet?
It really depends on how you define me.
Am I the body?
It's my brain stem and nervous system attached to a meat mech.
Yes.
Yes.
I am a meat Gundam for my meat pilot.
Gundam.
For my meat brain pilot.
Meat suit.
Meat suit Gundam. Blood orphan.
I don't know what that is. Okay, let's go over the first project, shall we? Kind of get an insight into what it is. And so this is when you click on the first project, you get a collection of days, and it goes through day by day, every single day of this project. And he's not wrong. It's 19 days, which means 19 pages of details about this whole mission of leaving random meat on a plate in his neighbor's yard to see how rancid he could possibly make it. So the first one is obviously his venture to the store to buy different types of meats. And he has a total cost analysis with the whole thing. So he gets 3 different types. He gets some ground beef that's apparently expected to disintegrate within 3 to 4 days. Spent $2.57 on it. He bought some hot dogs for 99 cents, making it $3.56. And eventually he says, you know what, I want a middle ground as well, so I'm going to get a nice steak. And so far he's spent $7.31. Now, I want to know
You can
where...
tell this was before times, because that'd be like $25 worth of meat now.
I was going to say $3.75 for a fucking steak. Are you shitting me right now? Either way, $7.31 is the total sunk cost into this project. Tomorrow, I go next door and plant it all in my neighbor's lawn. And he's not lying. You get a high-res picture for whatever time this was. I think 2000, he said. You see the meat. It's a little frozen. And he says, like, yeah, some guy saw me do it. He gave me a weird look, but we put the meat there. We go through day 2, day 3. It's just more updates. I mean, it's exactly what you might think. And you get a picture every day, and you can see the decomposition of meat. Now, a lot of you are probably losing me at this, or I'm probably losing a lot of you at this point.
Yeah, when is this?
I don't
good?
understand why this person is doing this, but these first 4 days are the least detailed about anything that he talks about. He ends up making friends with maggots that grow in some of the ground beef. He catches a paranormal encounter in the meat, apparently.
Does the decomposition like release some sort of toxin that
He's going.
This is Daisy.
rots his
Yeah,
brain or something?
It can't be helping, that's for sure.
I don't like that the meat looks like it's cooked too.
So he comments on that. After day 3, the meat starts to look like it's cooked. He gives updates.
It is titled Hot Meat.
Hot meat. Comments on the hot dogs saying, like, you know, the answer, they're doing some work on it, but they're not really doing much. You keep going day by day, and eventually you get to a point where he says the hot dogs look really appetizing, but he also then goes on to describe like the soup that is become of the rest of the meat. He logs like the different like when the stench hits and when he can smell it from across the road while he's approaching. He gets a lot of information from people saying, like, by the way, those aren't maggots. Those are the in-between pupa stage between a maggot and a fly. I learned a lot about decomposition through this whole journey.
I enjoy his quote there. The ants couldn't penetrate the hot dog defenses yesterday.
Yeah, he's really, really, really into this. Meat-eating crickets come into play at some point.
I didn't know that existed.
Yeah.
Do crickets eat meat?
That sounds like
No,
do crickets
they
eat
don't
meat,
know.
Or did he just
Crickets.
introduce a species?
I think
to
he
the
just
taste
made a
of
new
flesh?
species.
Oh.
Has to be. So he keeps going through it, and like the pictures just get horrendously worse. So I'm at day 11, and it's titled Liquidized. Finds more maggots. Apparently the steak has turned into jerky. And like he pops the ground beef, which is a thing that I never thought I never I never want to describe meat like that. A bunch of people like give him they tell him to give him money if he eats some of the meat. This goes on for fucking 19 days. 19 days of this shit.
Maggot zoo, he calls it.
Yes. This neighbor didn't realize this was sitting outside their house for 19 days.
I really hate the way the hot dogs look on day 7.
Oh, they look cooked.
They've got like these white spots
Yeah.
on them.
Well, eventually something takes all the hot dogs away, like, and just
It's
they're
the
just
meat-eating
gone.
crickets, I'm sure.
But yeah, keep going.
Matt is
This-
not having a fun time with this.
I
site,
didn't
looks
have
like.
a fun time with
this
this.
is- I really hate this sort
This
of stuff.
sucks.
I'm not a fan of it too, but I found it and I'm like, I want Jason to
cover stinky
Yeah,
meat.
to look at stinky meat.
This makes me want to try being a vegetarian.
Yeah, dude, my stomach
You
is
did it before?
hurling.
I've tried before. It didn't last very long.
I will like the input that he's getting from his, I will say, fans, I guess. There are people clearly following the story and writing to him. But Carl writes, where to go from here? The ground meat has doubled in size. Is this a new breakthrough? Wall fillings? Warfare? Like,
How can we use this?
how can we use this? And eventually, like, they wander, they find the meat plate is gone. it's turned into some white puffy substance that does
It's called mold and
a
fungus.
lot of mold. Well, actually, no. I've learned that right there, what you're looking at, the whiteness on there, is actually maggot excrement. And that's what most of this is turned into, is just a pie.
That's really
Isn't it
awesome.
great? It's just fucking fantastic. I'm so happy.
It's the same meat. It's just gone through a
Yeah,
maggot
exactly.
and
It's been
then out the other
processed.
side. Gotcha.
Yeah. This is day 17 is where he learns it.
There are people leaving the Discord.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure they're like, I can't fucking do this anymore. At one point, he starts stirring the meat, which is something I didn't want to ever have to try and realize. But again, day 19. Oh, through this whole thing, he's got this person, Brandon, I think, who he's referring to as the stinky mate. And
Right, he
he's
just
like
goes and,
helping
pokes
him.
it a bunch and
Yeah,
shit.
he does a bunch of scientific tests on it, which is just poking it vigorously with sticks. But yeah, after day 19, the meat goes bye-bye. There's no trace of it anymore. So obviously, he's pissed that his fucking almost month-long experiment at this point has just disappeared. So he repeats it once in a shopping mall and once in a playground
He
with a
does it
chicken.
3 times.
He does it 3 separate times. He gets caught in the shopping mall. He gets a talking to.
You can't put a.
Wait, he leaves it in a shopping
Like in a
mall?
weird place in a shopping mall, and the security guard.
Yeah, I see. It's like under a fucking
Yeah, the security
staircase.
guard catches him.
How long did he think that was going to last before somebody...
It didn't last long because the security guard caught him taking a picture of it, and apparently it was just gone the next day. So instead, he threw a whole chicken in like a park and like was trying to cover it with other meats, but the other meats kept getting stolen. So he just focused on the chicken, put a cage over it, and then just we watch its degradation into hell. And for whatever reason, this person has taken up to placing perfectly good meat. Like, there's this whole story about how he goes into a deli and he orders like a bunch of like salmon, and he's like, "Oh, it's real." The guy's like, "You want this? Like, I can cut it this way. It's better for eating. You want to de-skin it." And they literally go, "No, thank you. This salmon is not for eating." And the guy like just stared at them for a couple of seconds. He's like,
Here you go.
"Okay," and then gave them the meat, which apparently was just to throw on top of the chicken.
No, this salmon's not for eating.
Where no one's eating this.
This
I
is my
don't think.
sex salmon.
This is my sex salmon. And this is just 3 separate experiments. I don't know if I can say they've gone right. I can't say if they've gone wrong. They smell wrong, I'm sure. But it's, oh my God. At one point, he goes to, like, he felt so bad about the neighbor having to clean up the first plate of meat that for the chicken, he's like, you know what? I have to do this, so I'm going to take care of this now. And he gets gloves. He gets a heavy-duty air filter for his face. He goes to pick it up, and he's like, okay, this is fine, until what he describes as the warm chicken air permeates the mask, and now it's all I can smell. So he goes, you know what? I need oxygen, so I'm going to have to breathe. He goes, apparently he goes, you know what? Breathing was not actually worth it, and I should just start putting the chicken in the bag. While he's doing so, he gets covered in
That's what I
chicken
say every
slime,
morning.
which is a bunch of words I didn't want to say out loud, but here we are. There's a lot more to this story, but I don't really feel like going over it because you kind of get the gist. This is a man who is putting meat in inconvenient locations and documenting it. Now, I did say that he admitted to a felony.
The last entry says, I also wonder what the garbage man will think when he sees a biohazard bag in a playground.
Right. Yes, that's right. The park, it was a playground. Like, there were kids that would come and frequent this area. At one point, he does stick a bunch of meat in somebody's mailbox to, like, ferment and fester in there, and admits to the whole thing. And I don't know. It's probably not a good idea to admit to a felony on the internet.
I also feel like that's not an experiment because people check their mail daily.
Well, this is an experiment to see if they check their mail daily. I guess.
Yeah, he's not being very wise
No,
about this.
he's not. I mean, he is learning as he goes on, but but yeah, I don't really know what else to say about stinkymeat.net. You can buy a shirt if you want. You can email him directly.
Can you still?
No, the printer that they used is no longer
Full of meat. They filled it with meat.
All they've said is like, if you bought a shirt, congratulations, it's a collector's item.
Oh boy, I bet that's something.
Right.
I wonder if anybody makes replicas.
But yeah, it took me a solid, I'd say, hour to go through everything on this site and kind of understand it. I will never get that hour back, and I don't know who to talk to about that.
You're welcome, Jason.
There's a testimonial.
There is. There's testimonials. People hype up the Stinky Meat Project.
Stinky Meat Man.
Yeah.
So, Jason, what
Yeah.
would you rate this bad boy?
Yeah.
1 out of 10. Like, out of interesting... 0 out of 10, how interesting was this, and how would you recommend people go look at stinkymeat.net?
Interesting, weirdly, like a 6 to 7 out of 10 for me. Do I feel fulfilled afterwards? No.
Not even a little?
not even a little bit. I can't
This
say
testimonial says that suppression of gag reflex thing can make you some big dollars in certain communities. We should connect this guy with the last guy.
that. What? Wait, last guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that was in the comment.
Stinky
I
meat.
thought you said that was
Maybe
the-
they're the same
no.
person.
The last guy who tried the stinky meat challenge.
I was like, hold on, there's a whole other story here.
We all know how it ended for him.
But yeah,
That
that's all I got on Stinky Meat. That's all I can really stomach to talk about.
That was really good, Jason. Thank you
No,
for
it
talking about
wasn't.
stinkymeat.net for me.
No
I-
one is thankful.
I'm going to end this. I'm going to wrap this up on a pleasant note for you all. So I stumbled across the Afghan one, which I did put in the Discord if any of you want to look at the Afghan one.
Sorry. I'm still reading the testimonials. I wish they had scratch and sniff computer pictures.
I have another one that's a little bit more wholesome. Mine, I'll put it in the Discord, Badabooski, is watchinggrassgrow.com. So this is another one where it's pretty old.
There's 16 people watching right now.
Yeah, 16 people currently watching
Wow.
watchingthegrassgrow.com.
Wow.
There have been over 32,000 comments made on the Grass blog, which you can go on the Grass blog and go
Oh, look,
about.
your Kirsch's little
Yeah, it's a little
lawnmower.
lawnmower. This picture updates once an hour. It gives you the weather that's going on outside. You can add comments.
Are you saying
to
it's
it.
going to update in 2 minutes?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, we got to stay for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. It updates every
go-
second. My bad. Not every
Oh.
hour. Yeah, every second. But it has music on here as well, which I'm not going to play because it is copyrighted music.
Oh.
Click here for supersize. Ka-chow! No, it's this big picture. Look, a cop just came by. Oh, it's not a cop, it's a car. But he it's been going since 2006. And
It's just a webcam of his lawn?
it's a webcam of his lawn of it growing. He'll even upload, and you can go to his YouTube channel if you want to. He'll upload videos of him mowing the lawn.
it?
Yeah, and he'll wave to the camera. He makes a big thing of it. There's a video of him and his kids. Like, there's a whole thing. It's just a dude
He's just having a good time.
He's having a good time. And I love
12
it.
years of watching grass grow in 2.5 minutes.
There have been millions of watchers.
The music is
Mm-hmm.
so loud.
There have been millions of watchers on this fucking site. And this will show you how
There's a slow-mo version.
this will show you how dated this site is a little bit too. More about watching grass grow, and eco-friendly green HTML code to add to your website. Remember when eco-friendly
I remember
code
when
was
people.
a thing?
I remember
You
people.
go to blackle.com instead of Google because it's saved on the fucking electricity bill.
Yeah, the blockchain bros really fucked that up for everybody.
Just a bit.
But yeah, they call this.
So this is a live feed. Where the fuck does this guy live? There's snow on the
I don't know.
Ooh, we could play GeoGuessr.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God,
Just
let's do
send it
this.
to that guy on TikTok.
Yeah, but it's just a wholesome ass dude. Yeah, he's Mr. Grass on Twitter. And on YouTube.
Oh my God, you can tell it's updated because it says X/Twitter.
Mhm. Yeah, he updates.
Like he
this, yeah.
updates it.
Yeah, this is he updates this because he updates his videos and everything. It's even to the
what
point.
the
This guy's
fuck?
relatively smart when it comes to stuff too, because he even puts on here. He says, since 2005, millions of web surfers have watched the grass grow, plus an occasional car drive by and other exciting things on this live webcam. For the techies out there, the video feed is rebroadcast via a gigabit web server rather than a direct connection to my house, so it can support lots of viewers. And yes, the HTML and CSS on this retro web page actually does validate. So he even kind of knows what he's talking about a little bit in the website field. I just love that it's this slice of old internet that
This is like that
still...
G Song guy.
Yeah, it's still active. I love the lawnmower cursor.
Yeah, I
Like,
can't stop watching that.
This just
The lawnmower. I keep running the lawnmower cursor over the video.
I know.
I'm pretending.
You're-
It's fucking cathartic.
it's just very
No.
wholesome. It's just a guy that's like, I'm just gonna film my lawn, and obviously like his kids are in on it too a little bit. He just seems like an all around just
This is so wholesome.
a wholesome
Compared
guy.
to the last couple that we just talked about. This is like eye bleach for all
Oh,
of that.
he's in Colorado, by the way.
Oh, okay. That explains the snow.
Here's a little bit of the history. Watching grass grow really started in the summer 2002 when Colorado had a fairly serious drought, which led to water rationing. This, of course, had rather dire consequences for those of us who live in suburbia. As instead of being able to watch our grass grow, our normal green, lush lawns turn brown, and there are even a lot of bare spots. Fortunately, 2003 was a bit wetter. If you add enough water to grass, it'll grow back, as can be seen in these pictures from my front lawn. And yeah, you see 2003, you see it just getting better and better as time goes on.
What have we become?
I know, right? And it's just, I just love this.
What are we doing right
There's
now?
just images of like his car, and like he's got something called the Hulkmobile, and it's just such a nice, wholesome, like thing. He really loves the Incredible Hulk.
He really, yeah.
He does like
Really likes-
Halloween
Yep.
shit and like Christmas stuff on the lawn, and it's just a all around just fun time. Like I genuinely believe this man is living his best life, and he's just recording his lawn, and he's got all these images up until like now.
Yeah.
B just found a section on the website, I assume, that says, "What if instead of watching grass grow, it was called watching grass freak, and instead of watching grass grow, we watched the grass be freak?"
Valid.
These are very good questions.
Oh, it is at the top.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
I
What
just-
the fuck?
It's like the first
Yeah.
fucking thing.
I just love this man so much. Like life is just so
This
good
is
for this man.
This is you starting tomorrow.
God, I wish, dude. I fucking wish. And right here, I like how it says the most boring website in the world, but then it changes to the most exciting website. And there it is, HTML code. You can
Holy
just
crap!
Copy paste
you
this
can.
onto your website to watch the grass grow. You can just add this.
So we
to
can
your
add that.
I'm gonna add this to every car dealership website at work tomorrow.
Please do. Please do. Oh my god.
I have the
Fantastic.
power.
Well, watch you like accidentally DDoS this guy's website.
I fucking
But
hate
honestly,
you, Mike.
I'm gonna give this guy a 10 out of 10 because it's just a dude that is loving his lawn.
He's doing the internet correctly.
He's doing the internet correct, just having a good ass time with it. So I'm gonna give him a 10 out of 10. This is the best website I've been on in a long, long time. And it's wholesome. There's no weird shit like that Afghan Hound one where it turns out it's not as wholesome as it once
It's
was.
not wholesome at all.
So I'm
God,
here
no.
for this fucking guy. I'm here for him all day, every day. Wow. What a journey we went on, boys. From weird right-wing Afghan Hound website to a guy's personal blog to
This one kind of reminds me of Fish Doorbell, which is something that Amanda showed me this week.
Fish Doorbell. I've never heard of that.
Yeah. It's the actual website is Vistarbel, but it's Dutch for fish doorbell, and it's a website.
Oh no, I have heard of it. I think.
where-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a website where you can watch a live camera of a dam where they put like a door in the dam to let
Yeah.
fish through, but they were having issues with, I guess, predators eating the fish, and so now you can go there and just like press the doorbell if there's a fish on the camera, and it'll let.
Yeah. There was also I think another
That's kind of
issue was
amazing.
I think another big issue was they had to put the door there, I think because in the dam was like a propeller system that was like chopping up the fish.
like sucking.
Yeah,
up all the
so
fish.
they
Yeah,
put the
that's-
door there. Whenever you hit the button, the propeller stops and lets the fish through or something like that too. I have heard of that site. I love it.
I still miss those like the
Yeah.
fish cannon videes.
Oh
of, like,
yeah,
the,
just put it through the tube.
Yeah, you just it's like the salmon like migration tube
Yeah.
that they've made. Just launches them.
All in all,
It's kind
what? It's
like those grass bridges
Yeah.
that they
Yeah.
build over highways too, to let wildlife walk over the highway, so they're not just like wandering out. in the-
all
Yeah,
in all, I think we found some wonderful websites, and I'm happy that I made you people watch and listen.
Earlier today, like I started looking through this last night, and I clicked on it. And it was like 11 p.m. or some shit, and I click it, and I look at the guy laying on the plate, and I'm like,
This can only go good.
I don't know if I have time for this. That just looks like an older, fatter version of me. This is
This is you in 12 years.
this is not good for my mental health right now.
Well, here you are. This is gonna be you laying out plates of meat and fucking at your new house.
Hell yeah! I got a meat market.
There you go. That's all I got. I guess I will end cap this, bookend it by saying go to our website,
Please.
DLUTI.com. Check out our linktree.com/DLUTI-Pod. Just check out our links. We're everywhere. Just Google us. Just any social media platform or anything that you're on, just look up either Don't Look on the Internet or DLUTI, and you'll find us on those said things. If you go to our website, DLUTI.com, you can become a member and you get bonus things. You can also get bonus things if you go to patreon.com/DLUTI-Pod. We haven't had new members in a while, so get your asses over there or else Papa gonna be upset. And I'm going to leave it on this note. I'm going to say, if you find some stinky meat, maybe avoid it and instead go look at a man growing his lawn because that'll make you feel much better. I'm not lying. Going on that website genuinely,
Oh, he looked at peace while looking at the website. He's not lying.
It made me relaxed.
It takes you back to
It really does. It really relaxed me. With everything going on in the world, all the shitty shit that's going on currently, just looking at watchgrassgrow.com.
You just gotta do
like
Republicans. It's just nice to take a seat and just rest and just watch what life used to be back in the year 2003.
Shit doesn't matter.
Exactly.
That's how it should be.
So go do that. Jason, what do you have for people?
Please stay fucking paranoid, and if you've been smelling something a little off the last couple of weeks and it just keeps growing and getting worse, somebody may have laid out a bunch of meat on a plate just to see what happens in your yard. So go check that out, and if they do,
Poke it.
at least once, and then call the police. That's all I
Poke
got.
it some more. What do you
police.
got for people?
Poke the police.
Poke the police.
If you have disturbing fan fiction about Smurfs,
Oh no! No!
derogatory opinions about women, and musings about racial
Subscribe
equity
to Diluted.com.
that may seriously offend people. Just upload it to the internet next to your resume, and maybe you'll get a sweet job in the porn industry. You never know.
This just goes to show porn will hire anybody. They don't care as long as you can turn their website on and off.
If you have those things, your options are either porn industry or
Newsmax.
United States government,
Federal government or porn.
You either go into porn or presidency. You really only got two options here.
Choose wisely.
Yeah, go porn. All right, everyone. I love you. Bye.
Bye.
And you hit the record button.